Linda Sarsour wants Sharia law, if it was up to her, to be the law of the land in the United States. As a matter of fact, she tweeted many times about how wonderful Sharia law is, how lucky women in Saudi Arabia to live under Sharia law just because they have maternity leave much better than us.
Did you see the response from the Israeli ambassador or something on that?
know.
It was brilliant. She said something about how, well, under Sharia law in Saudi Arabia, they have 3 months maternity leave. The Israeli ambassador wrote back, he said, well, our women have 4 months and they can drive.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah.
But what she doesn't mention is that these women in Saudi Arabia, they may have maternity leave, but were they impregnated by consensual sex, or were they raped by their husbands? Mm-hmm. Were they beaten into having sex by their husband? Were they, this is where the touchy subject that Americans their husband? Were they, this is where the touchy subject that Americans don't feel comfortable talking about even on television or radio or anywhere. I think we can be more open even talking on the internet, because this is an internet show where we can actually talk about, semi-truth. We can't even be too open. But women in Saudi Arabia are nothing but chattel. That's what the Quran talks about women. Women are second-hand. The hadith says women are like your field. Plow into them as if you plow into your field. Treat them like barn animals. The Quran looks at women as a material object to be used for pleasure and to be used to take care of the household, to clean. Basically, a woman is a servant, a cleaner, a factory for making babies and taking care of the babies. That's it. And supplying the pleasure for the husband. The husband can divorce her by saying 3 words: you're divorced, you're divorced, you're divorced. And that's it, she's divorced. No papers required. The women have no right. A woman's testimony is worth half of that of a man. So this is the type of world that Linda Sarsour wants women in the United States to live under. But the gullible women's movement in the United States who came out, they hate the conservative movement so much because the conservative movement is shining a light on what Islam is all about. And because they have gone out of their way to defend everything on the left and the Islamic agenda, that in order for them to start even looking at what Sharia law is and how women are treated, would basically make them liars, would egg on their face that they have fought actually to protect these rights, so they just ignore it completely. They don't talk about it.
So when you see